I can testify to the family that nobody who serves the Lord can be abandoned. In all these things, it's not about me. It's the race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong, but it is the Lord. I can tell you that it's the Lord that showeth mercy. I am the one that the Lord has shown mercy. Now, listeners, I like to tell you that God has been faithful, especially in every department of life. But especially, one that thrills me so much is about my wonderful family. All through my period of job, I got my promotion, but the one that's amazing to me is my wife's one. She comes from Edo State, and we are testimonies of the unity of this country. You know, there's so much love between me and my in-laws, and my wife has been a source of blessing not only to me, but a wider spectrum of the people of my community. So, you know, this issue of tribalism, I think is one way the devil is using to cheat us as a country. And we thank God for the kind of wife He gave me. And God has blessed us with 4 children. My first daughter, Ozioma, in fact, giving birth to her was also another testimony, because my wife became seriously ill, and she was in bed in the hospital. Then it was Gariki Hospital, and they said she was having a case of pre-eclampsia. And they quickly had to evacuate the baby at 7 months. And that girl has survived. Today she has a master's in International Cultural Engineering under scholarship of the European Union. After that, she's working in Belgium, but lives in France. She just wedded this year in Nice, France. And she's working also there. Then my second daughter is a lawyer, and by the special grace of God works with Aluko Oyebode, one of the premier law firms in the country. Is a senior associate. And at a time, there was a certain African law magazine that did a study of young up-and-coming lawyers in Africa. And my daughter was voted number 66 among 100 up-and-coming lawyers, young lawyers in Africa. She runs an online law resource center called Arbitration Podium. And she's married, and she has given us our first 2 grandchildren, a boy and a girl. And is married in Lagos. She stays in Lagos, but the husband's from Enugu. Both of them stay there. Then my son, that one was a battle. And by the special grace of God, the devil was defeated. And he was in the United States of America. And he finally returned home. And we said, okay, come back home. We'll look for a good school for you. That's like a foreign university. So we took him to Nile. And after 5 years of studies, she has graduated in electrical and electronic engineering just now. And even upon graduation, he's gotten some job online, and he's already taking care of himself. Our last daughter also has graduated from University of Abuja and is in France now, University of Montpelier, where she's studying translation and languages. And that one too is another testimony. I want to thank God for what the way God has blessed me with these children. And each and every one of them, they were very quick. my daughter, before she was in her 20, they turned 25, they were already independent. The second one, in fact, already independent. My son, even though his university was delayed, but by the special grace of God, he's done, and he's working so hard. I like their entrepreneurial spirit. Also, my last girl. So God has been faithful. And nobody, I can testify through the family that nobody who serves the Lord can be abandoned. In all these things, it's not about me. The race is not to the swift, nor the battle to the strong. But it is the Lord. I can tell you that it's the Lord that showeth mercy. I am the one that the Lord has shown mercy. There's nothing of me that brought it about, but the Lord and the Lord alone. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me read you a passage from the Bible. Psalms 112, 1 to 4. Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endureth forever. Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. Anyone who fears God, God Almighty made a promise. God will bless him. His children will be great upon earth. Wealth and riches will be in his house. And his righteousness endureth forever. You have heard the testimony of Chief Cosmas Uzodimma. If Cosmas had been killed, if he had been in the train, the last train that left, if he had been killed on that bridge in Makurdi in 1967, what would have happened to him? But you see how God guided his destiny until he came to the point of the blessing he just mentioned to you. His wife is the director. Wife's the director under WK as we speak. Director of Economic Planning and Statistics, FCTA. Little girl from Benin. When you are in the hands of God, open doors. In the next series, Cosmas is going to tell us about his own professional progress from one stage to the other, from one stage to the other, until he retired a few years ago. Telling you the truth, there is God who makes a way where there is no way. There is God who promotes one, puts down another. I don't know who you are, but let me tell you, the friend that you need in your life, his name is Jesus. For your sake, he went to the cross. So what else will he not do for you? As he helped Cosmas, Jesus will help you. Thank you for tuning in today, but do not forget to subscribe to this channel. Subscribe so that anytime we post any new video, you are the first person to get it. Then help us forward these clips to your friends. God is at work. God is changing lives. God is blessing people. God is performing miracles. Forward what God is doing. He will not leave you empty-handed. Thank you very much. God bless you.